Yo, VIP.
Let's kick it.
Ice, ice, baby.
Ice, ice, baby.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen.
Humanity is at a tipping point. We stand at a crossroads of accelerating change unlike anything ever seen in the history of life. It feels as if the future could tip either way. Between utopia and apocalypse.
Here, Ghislaine Maxwell is turned into a giant lizard eating from a human corpse, while Epstein is depicted on a UFO. Satanic symbolism, the number of the beast, dead babies, tortured women, other powerful people like Leslie Wexner, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Elon Musk, and others appear in a surreal and biblically apocalyptic Lovecraftian horror setting.
Say, like, in the long term, where will things end up? Long term, I don't know what long term is. Maybe it's 10, 20 years, something like that. For me, that's long term. My prediction is that work will be optional. Optional.
This could be done by building a giant conductive counterweight on the far side of the moon.
Ready, set, go.
There is an ongoing cover-up of the true implications of the content of the emails, with the redaction of the perpetrators and a constant deflection from questions that actually matter. Attempts to clean up this mess are made by the current administration by pretending that there is nothing major to be discussed, pushing it all under the rug. But the truth is that the implications are huge. And if we connect this to the 3 UFO hearings that have been available for everyone to watch, starting from the first one in 2023, we can come up with a hypothesis of why there is so much resistance against the official acknowledgement of both the disturbing content of the Epstein files and disclosure. In the case of the latter, the quasi-official excuse till now has been that it's a national security issue in the context of a supposed reverse engineering technological race with China and Russia. But the real reason seems to be more about who the people in charge are, if we can call them people. And if they are human, then it could be about what kind of deals they've made with non-human intelligences. And such a disclosure would disrupt our current materialist paradigm.
There's something about that where it's like, even though it should be transparently obvious that, like, well, if it's what the elites are, if it's a secret society, there's something wicked and dark about it, that's why they're keeping it a secret, right? But that's what also creates the allure and the mystery and the seductive quality of it, is because people naturally, want to solve the mystery.
He also fantasized about improving the human race by fathering children who carried his superior genes. Sometimes he'd talk about his plans to use his ZORRO ranch as a literal breeding ground to propagate babies. Who would birth these imagined offspring? The girls he kept in his orbit.
And that's what I think Epstein is really being used to do to the whole world, right? Because the whole world, even though Tucker Carlson and stuff, he just did his 9/11. Like 9/11's pretty much mainstream at this point, but they're not talking about it in White House press conferences and, the Senate floor and every major news channel. We've kind of gone beyond that, right?
As we said before, the real stories are labeled as psyops. Everything becomes a distraction. The real conspiracy from 2 months ago, which is now confirmed, instantly becomes a new distraction for whatever other random event that is occurring according to the schizoid mind. It's as if one cannot acknowledge that there are multiple events happening at the same time, and has to invent a paranoid reason for why something is now in the spotlight more than anything else. This kind of thinking has to be discarded completely, as it serves no useful purpose.
Like I said, I think it's more of it's a subconscious kind of appeal to the sort of the guilt that everyone has, but knowing that, like, we're all guilty before God, but then wanting to see somebody like Epstein go down, or wanting to see Trump go down, or wanting to see Clinton or Obama, or it's almost like, well, if we can sacrifice them to the digital gods, then maybe they'll be appeased and we can all just get on with our lives.
A final act of redemption for humanity.
We're not going to live in the Jetsons world where the robots do all your dry cleaning and your cooking, and we all just get paid to sit around and stare at our screens, I guess.
It's much harder to grow vegetables in your backyard, but some people still do it because they like growing vegetables.
It's always the same two guys, man. It's always the same two guys. Do it again. Do it again.
If you are not born again, you will not enter into the kingdom of God. Period. That's not me. That's Jesus said that.